tired. And this music ain't helping right now. This music is making me even more tired, honestly, because it's so relaxing. And it makes me want to play Hollow Knight. What's good, Milan and Sheepy? Hello, hello. Recently, I cleared up my computer storage, and now I actually have space for shit. And I really, really want to play Elden Ring again. I'd be rusty as hell and I'd be terrible at it, but I want to play it again, but I also kind of want to stream it. But then I also want to stream Celeste. And then I also want to stream Hollow Knight. I have a lot of things I want to stream. Hey, Kava, it's been a while. Been a hot minute. Hey, Wobble. It's been a hot minute since you joined a stream, Kava. Or at least chatted in one. You want to stream Elden Ring, Celeste, or Hollow Knight? Not right now, but at some point soon. I would like to. Have you gotten Silksong? I have, but I just want to return to Hollow Knight. I don't really want to play Silksong. Silksong didn't leave much of an impression on me. Like, I think I have 10 hours in Silksong, and it didn't leave a good enough impression on me to make me want to play more of it. Like, if you don't hook me in the first 10 hours, I'm probably not gonna play much more. Hello, Kelly. And if it's not completed in the first 10 hours, then it's a long game, and so it's worth determining if I would actually want to continue. Yeah, that's fair. Like, I wish I wasn't so particular about Silksong specifically. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't like it as much as Hollow Knight. Like, I genuinely couldn't tell you the exact reason as to why Hollow Knight hooked me so much better than Silksong did. I could not tell you. Timeline's so weird I came up speedrunning Peak? You speed ran Peak? That's some Peak gameplay right there. 10 hours is relatively forgiving IMO? It is. Like, 10 hours is forgiving. I feel like 10 hours is still a good amount for pretty much any game that isn't, like, really long, you know? It's just crazy that I never got hooked on Silksong. I never did. I don't know why. Because I got hooked so hard on Hollow Knight whenever I first played it. And, like, same thing with Elden Ring. Like, with both of those games are relatively similar in the aspect of it being a Souls/Souls-like game where you explore and fight bosses every now and then. But, like, I don't know why Silksong never really got it across to me. I don't know if it's, like, lore? I don't know if it's lore, environment, I don't know. Haven't played Battle Cats for so long. No, that's completely fair. That is completely fair. Like, I don't know if anybody else has the same problems with Silksong as I do. And by problems, I mean, like, not liking it near as much as the first one. Because I genuinely feel like it looks good. It looks good. The boss fights are good. The platforming is... I will say the platforming is like, I don't like it as much. I don't like the platforming as much as the original Hollow Knight, but I don't think the platforming alone would make me not want to play it. Almost blanked out. W. Hello, goofiest one. Haven't played Silksong myself. Yeah, that's fair. Hollow Knight and Elden Ring are both like my favorite games ever, though. So it's crazy that Silksong, a game that should be very similar to the original Hollow Knight, is like not even going to be a game that I ever finish. You never played Silksong? Okay. And that's okay. Yeah, I beat both games. They're so good. So my question about Silksong is, does it get better? Does it stay consistent, or does it get like astronomically better the more you play it? Because I think one of my biggest flaws with Silksong is the way that they did the charm system and all that. Because you don't really have any great charms or anything, but of course those would probably come later. Like with the original Hollow Knight, you get Mark of Pride really soon in, or really early on. And like Mark of Pride is like a really solid charm. It is good later. So, but what about like in the first 10 hours, right? Let's say you play the game for 10 hours. Does it get better in the next 10 hours? Like, is the first 10 hours just like a solid amount worse than the 10 to 20 hours? Way gooder. Okay, so it does get better. Okay, I gotcha. Because like my problem with it currently is that it's like you hardly fight any bosses. And when you do, they're relatively underwhelming because the platforming sections are just so much harder. And like I don't think Hollow Knight was the same way. But Silksong, God, the platforming sections are tough, especially when most enemies decide to, you know, deal double damage in a game where you get less bonus HP or less additional HP than the original. Like, it's just insane to me. But like, I do get it. I should probably lower my voice a little bit. I forget. I forget it's middle of the week, you know. Early morning. Most definitely. Here's the thing, if the platforming part is the hardest part, then I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Because my thing about Hollow Knight is that the platforming was fun. The platforming was fun. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't swarmed with difficult enemies, or at least not very often. And, you know, you were actually strong enough to ward them off because you got enough nail upgrades and stuff. It doesn't feel the same with Silksong, but it might get that way later. I don't know. I feel like all Metroidvanias should feel better as you progress, but you're also getting stronger. Then again, my only full experience is with Metroid Dread. The thing is, right? I think the goal for Hollow Knight and Silksong is to make it so that the end game isn't that much stronger than the early game. Because, like, in Hollow Knight, there are people that can beat the entire game without, you know, any nail upgrades. And stuff like that. So, like, I think they want you to be able to do that. I don't think they want to make it so that you're just so overpowered late game. And so they make it so that you can't actually get all that much stronger. However, with Silksong, it seems even worse in that aspect. Because I remember getting the nail upgrade in Silksong, and it didn't feel like it did much. Like, it didn't have much of an impact to me. And so, like, even though I was meant to get stronger, I didn't really notice it. Yeah, they both have nail upgrades, and like Hollow Knight I think did it really well, where like it doesn't make it so that you have to have a certain amount of progression. No. I think that's what it is. I think Silksong seems a lot more linear. It doesn't feel as open world as Hollow Knight did. I think that's why I don't like it. Because I love the freedom of openly exploring areas and doing things out of order. I love that. I don't think Silksong really supports that. And so I think that's what it is. I think the platforming in Hollow Knight is the weakest part, as I sort of stopped because I couldn't complete a certain platforming section. First of all, skill issue. Second of all, have you played Silksong? The platforming itself isn't too bad, but the platforming areas are just god-awful. Because, like, what Silksong seems to do is they put a lot more dangerous enemies in the just normal, you know, travel this way, you know? Like, Hollow Knight had that, but it never felt like, to me, it never felt like anything too terrible. Silksong focuses more on difficult. That is, yeah. But even the bosses in Silksong weren't even that bad, at least early game. But, like, another thing is that there's not a lot of them. I don't know if any of you guys know the numbers, but it seems like Hollow Knight had more bosses. At least it feels like it. Like Silksong definitely seems like, even though it's more linear, it seems like it's much more focused on everything other than the bosses. Because the bosses that I have fought, they weren't very difficult. So it's like, I don't know. Well, I say difficult as if, you know, that actually matters, but they weren't that fun either. You would hate Rain World? No, I get it. And then you want me to play Celeste, like, as if that's not entirely a platformer either. Metroid Dread more than 3 times your attack power, yet the later bosses still kicked my ass. Yeah, I've never played any Metroid games. The only Metroidvanias I've played are Hollow Knight. 5 stream streak. That must have taken you like 2 weeks to get, because I haven't been streaming a whole lot. My bad. Skill issue? Yeah, that's fair, I guess. Well, here's the thing, right? My brother-in-law, he's been getting into Hollow Knight, mainly because I got him back into it during our vacation this last weekend. That's why I didn't stream, by the way, because that's why I haven't streamed in the last 4 days, or 5, however many days, because I've been gone, like, for vacation. Hello, Super Gamer. But my brother-in-law, he brought his Switch, he started playing Hollow Knight, and like I helped him out a little bit. Like I helped him make progression stuff. He got the double jump in Hollow Knight. He got the wings. And he absolutely hated the boss. I don't remember that boss. It's like Broken Vessel or something. But he hated the summons, the flying summon orange goo things. And that is the most fair that is the most fair thing in the entirety of Hollow Knight, is hating those specific things. Not the boss itself, but those summons. But yeah, he struggled with a lot of things, but sometimes it's more fun to struggle than to make it easy. And that's kind of what I'm going through with, or what I did go through with the Silksong bosses. Oh wait, another thing about Silksong bosses is that they're bullshit. Like, they're not difficult as much as they are just annoying and bullshit. Like, I think there is a difference between annoying and bullshit, and the original Hollow Knight cleared that real well. But Silksong so far, 10 hours in, most of them were bullshit. Some of them were fun, some of them. But the only difficult ones so far were the annoying ones. Primal Aspids? Here's the thing, those only appeared in one area. Everybody talks about them, but they only appeared in one area, and you can outrun them. And you can also use spells against them. In Silksong, I feel like there's annoying enemies everywhere. Like, the Aspids are annoying, sure, but like, it was also a much later part of the game. Because, like, you're not really meant to be over there too early. In Silksong, it has double damaging enemies in, like, the first or second area. Like, I feel like they shouldn't... I feel like in Silksong they shouldn't have done the double damage thing with so many enemies. Because it was supposed to be like a rare thing in Hollow Knight, right? Like certain bosses, certain attacks, certain things, right? But in Silksong it seems so much more common and so much more stupid. How far are you in Battle Cats? On this account, I'm in the beginning of UL. On my old account, I'm basically caught up. I haven't done ZL up to, I haven't done ZL up to, what was the evolution guy? What was his name? I don't remember. Definitely ain't gonna leave the lineup the entire stream, huh? She'll probably leave it on floor 20, because she doesn't outrange Dancer. Darwin, that's right. Broken Vessel, I think I just used, like, Defender's Press to deal with the summons. I mean, that's fair. Like, I never did that because, like, I don't remember if I had Quick Nail for my first time beating it, but honestly, as long as you are pretty aggressive, as long as you're playing aggressive enough to attack Broken Vessel pretty much all the time, you can knock them down and stuff, and then, like, focus on killing those things before doing anything else. Like, whenever you, like, they seem like their timing is, like, terrible, right? But you can absolutely, like, get a quick nail in on them. As long as you're good at aiming your nail. That's something I realized from my brother-in-law that apparently doesn't come naturally to everybody, is aiming your nail. I never struggled with it. I always hit things that I wanted to hit. Or almost always, at least. He was missing his nail quite a lot against those guys. And so it's like, I never realized that was a skill thing. I never realized that, you know? You could learn a lot by watching somebody that's still good at games, but like that's just like not you. You learn a lot from watching them. And like watching them struggle. It's fun learning about your thoughts on Hollow Knight. Well, it's mainly Silksong that I'm showing my thoughts on. Hollow Knight is amazing. It makes you feel isolated. It binds perfectly with my desire to be alone. Like in my free time, and like it gives you the environment it gives you a perfect environment. It gives you amazing bosses that are difficult without necessarily being annoying for the most part, and then it the soundtrack is great. The game isn't too long, but it's also not too short. It gives you great post-game shit. It's got a boss rush at the end of the game if you really want to challenge yourself. It's got a lot to it. You mainly like it for bug people? Fair. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And like, it's still kind of a coin toss between it and Elden Ring as to which one is my favorite. But what I will say is that Elden Ring takes how it feels in Hollow Knight, makes it a little more realistic, and also turns it into a full-blown fighting game. Like, it's not a simple combat system in Elden Ring. It's much more complex in terms of the fighting system, which is, like, fun. But yeah, Hollow Knight is one of my favorite games. I think the best thing about Hollow Knight is the freedom it gives you. It doesn't give you instructions. It doesn't tell you what quests to do, you know? It kind of just puts you in and is like, okay, have fun, champ. You know? It doesn't make you feel like you have to do anything. It makes you figure out everything on your own. And that's the fun thing about it to me. And I think that's why I don't like Silksong, because Silksong has quests, it has people that you actually talk to, like, on a regular basis. In Hollow Knight, you rarely found any people to actually talk to. In Silksong, I feel like it's a little more common. Hollow Knight was my first true difficult game, or well-known one. My first was Cuphead. That was my first. I love the freedom Hollow Knight gave you. I like, Silksong is just so much more narrow in terms of like where you can go. And so for me, it's not as free as Hollow Knight. And then it's also like Hollow Knight Silksong punishes you for going super out of the way, because you can't hardly travel for shit. Like, you can sprint, but you can't like fast travel. There's not as many quick travels or anything. Is this a good enough lineup? I guess I'll go with it. Whatever. You would love Rain World? Really? You keep going back and forth on that. What would you recommend for the 11th Cat Claw Championships second rank up stage? You'd have to remind me on what's in that stage, because I don't know that off the top of my head. Why are you streaming so early? Because I stream whenever the fuck I feel like it. That's just how I roll. I felt like streaming this morning. Oh, Anubis doesn't outrange this guy. I forgot about that. Why does Blood have 430 range? God damn it. Okay, hold up. You know of Yokai Watch? Wait, somebody say Yokai Watch? I personally think 100% Yokai Watch is quite difficult, but nobody knows that, so I can't flex it. I've played Yokai Watch before. I don't remember the gameplay, but I remember playing it. That's fun. I don't know it well enough, though. Yokai Watch competitors? Do people still play that shit? Genuinely curious. Do people still play Yokai Watch? Oh wait, I don't actually have to re-clear the stage. Pogs. Okay, so I made a lineup for nothing. I believe third form Jizo outranges. He does, but his general DPS isn't greater than Zeus's or Ava unit, I don't believe. Gonna go Eep, see a wobble. I really want to bust her. Bust her? I hardly know her. I'm sorry. But I want one of these guys. And honestly, I think I will stream a decent amount between now and my first day of school, because my school is coming back up. Time's been flying this summer, but I got 3 weeks before my first day back at school. Yeah, 3 weeks. I watched Yokai Watch when it was on Netflix. I don't remember anything about Yokai Watch. I just remember that it existed. That's all I remember. Yeah, I don't remember anything. I couldn't tell if that was evolved form or true form. I still can't tell, actually. Hold up. Yeah, that's true form. Okay. Has 6.1k DPS. Yeah, but it's also really slow. I think Ava unit, thanks to its mini surges, has close to the same amount. I don't remember. Oh wait, I want to use Rory here. I don't need damage. Ultra Performance so OP? I don't know about OP. I think it's just... eh. You got slime? Nice. Why do I have ramen on this lineup? Oh, whatever. Because it's ramen? I mean, knowing myself, I would have used Jiangxi instead, but okay. It may have been... well, no. Because I had Courier and Terran true form. I don't know. I was about to say maybe it was a time before I had Jiangxi, but that doesn't make sense. Oh, I don't have fucking Breaker Blast on, bro. Maybe I should have focused a little more on damage. I guess weakening doesn't do anything. I always forget that this is a Cyclone stage. There we go. Why did you say you would rather Ultra Talents instead of Ultra Forms? When did I say that? Strong, good DPS, meat shield? But on that stage? Yeah, whatever. I guess this was a what? How the... Did I not get Kai before Adam and Kachi? Especially his true form? I'm so confused by these lineups. I don't understand them. I do not remember Are these my Heavenly Tower clears? No way, right? Are they? They might be my Heavenly Tower clears. When you're talking about Jizo getting an Ultra Form? Oh, yeah. No. I don't remember ever saying that specifically with Jizo. With Jizo, I obviously would prefer Ultra Form because it sends him back to his first form. If I did say anything specifically about Jizo, it was probably that I think it would have been cool for him to get Ultra Talents so that his true form would actually be looked at again, because everybody seems to underestimate it. But I'm glad I got an Ultra Form. Because I do like seeing Ultra Souls, Ultra Forms, specifically because it allows you to see the first form again. I had someone new to Battle Cat show me their tier list. They put second form Bahamut in B tier. That's funny. Pikachu, my fucking goat. Yeah, he's been my goat. My hero. Red Cyclone has like the third highest DPS in the game. Damn. You say somehow it's still easy as if it doesn't have like 0 range and 2 traits, one of which being very counterable, red. I misunderstood when you said that you rather Ultra Talents instead. Well, no, I do remember a conversation where I said I would rather Ultra Talents over Ultra Form. I do remember a conversation where I said that they're technically better at times. Or there's a lot of ones that are better than some of the Ultra Forms we have. Because like, if you look at how many Ultra Talents we have, right? We have so many more Ubers with Ultra Talents and Ultra Forms. And so that's naturally going to give us some that are better than others. So like Anubis Ultra Talents, right? Anubis Ultra Talents are really good. Honestly, turn them from like an A tier to an S tier Uber. Right? And there are other Ultra Talents that have done similar things. And the fact that Ultra Talents can do the same as Ultra Forms can for the most part. The only thing that they really can't do is changing attack animations. But we've gotten quite a few mid as fuck Ultra Forms. So That would have been my argument for, or as to why Ultra forms aren't always better than Ultra talents. But just because of the sheer amount of Ultra talents, you're bound to get better ones, so overall Ultra forms have a better record, but there are just more Ultra talents, and they do have a lot of potential still. I'm kind of new at this game, and I'm just at the early game. Well, early game is all the way up to like Cats of the Cosmos Chapter 3, so what should I prioritize to level up with my cat's eyes, and what talent should I go for? Thank you for... You don't have to be so proper, but prioritize whoever the fuck you want. It's a single player game. Other people's advice won't necessarily work for everybody. So just do you, boo. I don't want to waste NP? That's fine. You're not wasting it if you're using it on a unit you want to use it on. That's less of a waste than having somebody else tell you, you need the talent, I don't know, cameraman, if you don't use cameraman. Or talent row, if you don't use row, you know what I mean? Like, you're less likely to waste it if you're using it on something you actually like. Second form Baja's carry early game and better than pre-talent Aloha in quite a lot of stages. It really just depends, because like it depends on if rush strat works in a stage, which most stages it will. And especially if you have Thunderbolt Cannon, Awakened Bahamut will almost always be better, even without talents, than his evolved form. Just because like he's a slow backliner. He's replaceable by even something like Uber-Run. You know, like, you're not going to be using him much once you get Awakened Bahamut, specifically for that reason. I should have put Dazzly back in my lineup. You know, fuck this stage. Ugh. Excuse me. The only advice that you should take from somebody is to use Can-Can. How did you be floor 44 of Heavenly Tower on your main account? Is that the one with Hanya and the Angel Clynel? Or it's like Angel Cly 1 or something like that? Yeah, don't listen to Hyper. Chill is not worth talenting. Unless you use Chill. If you use Chill, then sure. Except knockback talent does, I think, make it worse, I think, if I know right. Let him make my mistakes. Well, talents are a mistake that you can't undo is the problem, so I wouldn't... I won't let that happen. Can't even tell if that surge was hitting the Alpaki. Oh, that one is. Was I right about it being the Hanya and Cly 1 though? Because if it is that one, I use Balrog. I absolutely fucking uber-carried with Balrog. I mean, honestly, Balrog doesn't really help that much. He just helps speed it up because of his damage. You can do it As long as you can get the enemies out. What you really want to do is be able to survive until the enemies stop spawning. So things like Heavy Cat Stay Tier, maybe Pizza? I don't really know. Maybe Asper as well, I don't know. But killing the black enemies as they come out, and then like being able to stall, so probably Rock or like Green Shell or something. And then once the dark enemies, dark enemies stop spawning, then you can kind of play a little more aggressive and like use maybe like Can, Bullet Train, stuff like that, just to chip in. Maybe Awaken Bahamut. I don't have a lot of super rares I don't need. What super rares do you need? What the hell is in the stage? Fuck. Cool. You target black, right? Dark, sorry. Yeah, sure, why not? Fucking ads. Shit, are there ads right now? Just use Dazzly out gameplay? Yes. Yes, just use Dazzly. Sorry, I like using Ubers. Why are ads longer than a minute? Are you asking me because you can hear me, or are you asking me because you're annoyed while you're watching the ad? The reason you're using the first form of Jizo is Jizo... What do you mean by UT? Because Jizo doesn't have Ultra Talents. Ultra form. Jizo's ultra form is better than its first form, yeah. I don't have the ultra form though. Ultra forms are hard as fuck to get, because you have to have them at level 60. And you have to have certain behemoth stones and stuff. Which, speaking of, I should probably start doing Hunter's map again. Why do I not have Heavy Cat CAT on this lineup? Did I not have it last time I beat this fucking stage? God damn it. I'm back. Okay, so the reason why there's longer than minute ads is because I have to play, I think, 3 minutes of ads every hour. Which means every half hour, you're going to get a minute and a half of ads. I have to do this so that pre-roll ads don't constantly play. I was talking a 130 ad, almost as if that's half of 3 minutes. Almost as if I'm explaining that right now. Well, what do you know? Hello, Kiki. But yeah, I just don't have Ultra Form Jizo. Otherwise, the Ultra Form would be better than the first form. In a lot of ways. I remember using Assassin... Can my chat fucking... My scroll wheel is not working with me. Using Asper for the stages before I got Heavy Cat talents. Heavy Cat CAT is just so good. I'm over here trying to scroll through my chat, and then it's like stiffening. It's not letting me scroll through it for some reason. And then I'm in the middle of a fucking stage, so that's probably a mistake. I only need 1 green gem to get Jesus Ultra Form. W. This is very close to just my general lineup. I just realized that. This is incredibly close to just my general lineup. I true form Kalista. I will say she's my best Angel Uber by far, other than my anti-all like Matama, but you get the point. Well, yeah. Kalista's really good. Like, she's a really solid mid-range rusher. Even against non-angels, she's solid. Oh my fucking god. I genuinely don't understand why I don't have Heavy Cat CAT in this lineup. There's no way I didn't have it last time I cleared this stage. No way. I think Jizo and Ku were pretty good for clearing this thing's health, though, I will say. And then I don't have Breaker Blast on right now. Isn't close to the fast one? Yeah. So. How much damage does this bitch do? Two-shotting my ramen. Fuck off. Why are you two-shotting my ramen? You bitch. Stop two-shotting my ramen. Oh my god, am I actually gonna have to re-beat this? Oh my god, I fucking hate this bitch. Two-shotting my... Why am I even using ramen? What's the point in using ramen in this stage if it just gets two-shot? God fucking damn it. Okay. An actual fucking lineup. Here we go. Fine. Jizo, come on out, buddy. Where you at? Jizo? There. I was able to force out the first stage of Luna Glunos with level 50 Dark Lunas. Who's nuts? Cool. Are you on the D tier Tetsukashi side or the A tier side? I'm more so on the D tier because a tank that does nothing other than tank isn't necessarily desirable. But he's still cool to use whenever you can. Death Boy 24 was one of the easiest because of my anti-blacks, but I guess not. No, it is. And don't worry, in Battle Cats, we all understand racism. Robert? Is that you? Do you not have pizza? I don't like pizza here because of the tackies. I'm shocked more people don't use Heavy Cat CAT instead of pizza, just because of the amount of times that pizza gets bullied by tackies in black stages. Like, he can survive, but he's slow enough that it don't matter. And he also has too much range. Like, his range would probably cause him to get fucked up sometimes too. Okay, pizza's not ass, let's get this straight. He's not ass, he's just not as good as I used to think he was. He's still really... I forgot to change my cannon, god damn it. Pizza is tasty, how could you? I like pizza. I like the food. The pizza unit is cool, but I'd rather Heavy Cat CAT. Wouldn't Jizo's first form be better? No, because if I want to kill this bitch, Jizo's first form doesn't outrange, I'm pretty sure. In terms of black enemies in general, though, yes, you would rather his first form. But I'm pretty sure his first form doesn't outrange this guy, Dark Laser. How the fuck did... Whatever, it's dead. I don't even know how it was hitting Jizo there. Generic high DPS Uber? Yeah. With massive damage against two different traits, having 24k DPS. Like, come on. Why do you gotta say generic? It's a nuker. It's not even generic. Nuking is not generic. Uber Run is generic. Nuking is different. I don't mean generic is bad. But you saying generic is the exact reason why most people don't use Jizo's Mega Castle. Even though it's a really solid backliner, especially against his traits. Most people just assume he's only usable in his first form. And that's where the problem is. Where the hell is my Vigler? There you are. He is a generic good high DPS versus trait targets Uber. That's not generic. He's a nuker. You can say he's a generic nuker, but he has massive damage, so that's not even that generic. Like, he's an anti-traded nuker with 2 traits. That's not generic. Thundia, honestly, even in her true form, I wouldn't consider her generic. I would barely consider her generic. Especially if you include her talents, because she gets strengthened. She's a strengthened nuker. Like, when you say generic, I assume Urarun, right? I assume Urarun. Or in terms of generic nuker, I assume something like Lasvos. Because nukers, honestly, don't normally have range. Like, Lasvos is probably a generic nuker. But he's really good at what he does, because he has a shit ton of damage. But he doesn't have range. Thundia is a genuine backline Uber, or nuker. That's not generic. Like, whenever you say generic, it assumes that there's nothing else to it. There's nothing unique about it. There's absolutely unique stuff about all of these units. I don't like the word generic. It's kind of derogatory. Multi makes him a little more unique. Not even that. It's the fact that he's a nuker with 6k general DPS against 2... with massive damage against 2 different traits. That's the thing there. My bad. That's right, you're bad. But no, like in this game, in terms of generacy, or generic, whatever you want to call it, in terms of being generic, not a lot of units can actually be considered generic. Otherwise, they wouldn't be separate units. Why am I using Shinobu and cat jobs? That seems like a mistake. Chad, am I a dumbass? Don't answer that. Or if you do answer it, answer honestly and say yes. Generic is a relative term. Yeah, but in Battle Cats, what is generic, you know? What can be considered generic? Hello, Sanzo. Hello, hello, hello. Please do your job. I would love for you to do your job. Thank you. It's kind of just an Uber that has a random thing slapped to it. Basic, but not without abilities. But basic in terms of design... Let's assume that a nuker can be generic, right? Let's say that a nuker is generic. I'd say Windy and Thundia are probably the most generic nukers in terms of trait-specific nukers. In terms of just general nukers, probably Lasvos. But for specific nukers, right? For trait-targeting nukers, I would say that it's definitely Thundia and Windy. And then Jizo has a multi-hit. He has more range. He has double trait targetings. And he's also really slow. There's a lot of things that set him aside from them. Excuse me. But even then, Thundia and Windy both have their differences as well. So it's like, I don't know. The term generic is just... Generic in general both start off the same way. G-E-N-E-R. Literally starts off with the same first 5 letters. So I'd rather think of generic as a general thing without abilities. So basically Urarun, right? Bahamut's a generic rusher. Urarun's a generic backliner. Musashi's a generic nuker, stuff like that. Because they don't have anything else to them, they are generic. You know how you find a generic brand of something at Walmart or something, or whatever stores you have around you, and it's just a plain brand of oats, you know? Like, there's nothing else to it, it's just the base thing, nothing else to it. That's what I see generic as. And so if you know, you see what I mean? Ultraland's not generic, what are you on? That is not generic. Not good, but not generic either. You're trying to think? You're trying to think in a way that disproves what I'm saying about generic? Generic equals not unique? Yeah. And so I still don't believe Windy and Thundia to be generic, even though by your guys' definition they would probably be the most generic in terms of their specific, you know, trait-specific nuker role. But like that's so specific, and you can't really be specific if you're talking about generic. Especially with Ubers in this game, like, they all have something to them that makes them an Uber rather than some common bitch, you know? So, like, hardly ever will you actually have a generic Uber. Because there's something that sets them apart. Every Uber is different in their own way, almost as if that's the fucking point! Sorry, Mom. But, like, you get what I'm saying, right? That is the point in it being an Uber. It's literally made to be special and different than everything else. Like, that is the point of them being Ubers. Like, they're meant, every single one of them is meant to be different in some way. I can't do that, God damn it. Right, thank you. But if you want to specify and say generic Uber, what is a generic Uber, Chad? Let's just say that there is such a thing as, you know, a generic Uber. What would be a generic Uber? I'm not going to criticize anything, I'm just asking. This is just a question. How did I beat this with these as my critters? Okay, like that. I think it would be a nuker. Okay. Good damage and like random ass effect. Generic is a spectrum. Everything's a spectrum. Turn that into a meme template if you want to. Everything's a spectrum. Like the dragons? I think the dragons would be a good fit for generic. I would agree with that. But the whole thing about earlier, whenever you're saying, the only reason why I kind of got worked up about it is because we weren't saying generic Uber, we were saying generic backliner. Like generic backlining Uber with high damage or whatever. Like it didn't specify Uber. And so like, in terms of Ubers, it's probably a little more generic, but not actually generic. And I'm talking about Jesus' true form. But in terms of the game overall, in terms of general, you know, in the entire game, backliners with high DPS, or honestly, I think high DPS is a stupid thing to specify in terms of generacy. But whatever. I think it doesn't really fit there. Like knockback, floating, and alien. Honestly, I think Megadora is a really good example of generic Uber, specifically. How good a Child of Destiny Phono? Pretty fucking good. And I'm very lucky. Cool. Boop, 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 boop. Shinobu is the only reason why this stage is so easy for me. Like, her and Giyu both help a lot with this stage. Generic and Dragon Emperors is any expensive Dragon Emperor with knockback and or slow. Yeah, but we were saying that Dragon Emperors would probably be the best fit for generic Uber in general. What are we arguing about today? I don't really want to argue. At least not for an extended period of time. I kind of just want to talk. I want to yap. I don't want to fight, bruh. This is just my general lineup. As I said, it's pretty generic. Yeah, I would agree. JK. Don't say JK if you're not kidding. When you have a 100% chance to freeze 5 different traits for 3.5 seconds with 12k DPS and explosion, you're gonna be good. Oh, Luna's the Child of Destiny. Wait, what the hell is Phono then? Like, Phono what? I thought he was Child of Destiny. Wait, which one is... This is why we gotta go by first name basis. Zeus is generic? You're actually pretty correct there. Phono is Shadow Destiny? Okay, so why are we bringing up Luna? Did I miss something? I was talking about Phono. Phono doesn't have freeze against 5 traits. Who the fuck brought in Luna? I'm so confused. Celestial Child, okay. I like Luna more? I must have missed something then. Sorry. But like, you can use them both. It's not like you can only use one. Actually, you probably want to use both. And that led me to saying that. Okay. I was so confused. I was so confused because we went from talking about Phonoa to Luna, and I was like, what? Where did we go? You remember seeing Luna on Lunos by Lucas the Fourth, and he said that every Uber after Dazzly was Dazzly Slop, a unit with high damage and good abilities. Yeah, that's why Lucas actually isn't against normal Lunos. That's why he likes Lunos, because it's not Dazzly Slop, if you will. Which Dazzly's not the first one to have high damage and good abilities. Like, she's not the first one. Dark Tanyan came way before her. There were others, I'm sure. But like, she wasn't the first one, so I don't like the idea of Dazzly swap. What did you get with your platinum ticket? I'm gonna be so real, I think it was a duplicate. I think it was a duplicate carousel. Because I have carousel. Yeah, I have carousel, so it was a duplicate that. So I got NP. That's what I got. Izanagi 50 plus 1 by mistake. That there is no mistake there. That plus 1 level was gonna save you. How long has Sid been in the game? And is it about time for us to get a Sid true form? I hope so. Oh, that's why I had ramen on this lineup, because of the fucking gories. So maybe I do want to keep those combos. I'll try the Bigler one, but without Kai. I get Bomber Ultra form. He is fun to use. Cool. Luna does everything Kai wishes she was. Yeah, okay. I'm still gonna hate Lunos, but I'm getting very lucky with Super and Epic Fest. I got 3 of them this week. Nice. Non-Conjure Ubers are still waiting for true forms. What Colossus Ubers haven't we gotten? No, wait, no. Colossus Ubers are getting talents, so I think Conjures are getting there, right? Because remember, Sid is a Conjure. Sid was October 21st? Sorry, I saw the date the first time and I was like, what's that date? I completely forgot I asked the question. So it's been not even a year. So yeah, probably not anytime soon. A legend rare is getting a true form. Momoko. Momoko's getting a true form. Which honestly, it looks kind of underwhelming, but that's alright. I wish I had Momoko. I love that she's so unique. Dude, there's fucking angelic gories. There's so fucking many. Can y'all chill with the angelic gories, please? Okay, well that bitch did. Will Izanami and Izanagi ever get true forms? I don't think so. Probably not, if they continue the trend of the rest of the fests. Excuse me. But who knows? Unless a seasonal unit get true form first, Conjure Ubers are next up. Cool. I knew they were close to working on that. Which means Pegasa might be getting a true form at some point. Are we getting Giga slash Ultra Fest next? I don't know. No. That's not happening. Celestial Casley, anyone? Nah. Crazy. Fitting music. Can't wait for it to change real quick. I don't have Lion in my lineup. Why do I not have Lion in my lineup? Not true form, new banner. I know. I don't think... Well, I guess Celestial Kaze would imply it's a true form rather than... Oh shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, not having Lion is a problem. I don't know why I don't have Lion on this lineup. And I don't know how I beat this stage without it. And why does it still have Cat Cannon as the cannon? There's no way I did this with Cat Cannon last time. Right? I'm so lost. What did Past Me do? No, for real though. What did Past Me do? Ah, shit. How did Past Me even do it with this lineup? Was I goated or something? Hello. Strongest blogger of all fucking time, bruh. Forgot about Terran? What do you mean forgot? The fuck you mean forgot? How did I forget her? When did I forget her? To my knowledge, I spawned her at a good time so that she wasn't, you know, pushing too far forward. She was off cooldown for like 20 seconds. Yeah, and my front line was a mile ahead. So I was playing it safe and not wasting my second Terran. Have you never played this stage before? You don't want to spawn things whenever Hermit's too far in front of the base. Oh shit, I misclicked. It's the same reason why I'm not spawning her now. Ah, shit. That worked, I guess. Fuck. For me, it's pretty stressing. I would recommend not having like 3 Ubers during Hermit Cat's fight. Yeah. But I mean, I feel like right now I could spawn her, I just don't want to. I'd like to always have one off cooldown for whenever the other ones die. Because this turn's pretty close to dying. So I want to have one in the backlog for whenever this one does do that, like right now. Ah, shit. Okay, well, that wasn't ideal, but sure. The stage is already stressing enough as is, honestly. Aaron, thank you. Oh, what the fuck? W soundtrack? Are you live? What do you mean, am I live? Nah, I'm recording. Ah, fuck it. I think this guy dies soon. Yeah, there we go. Did I miss anything, chat? I beat this floor. Can you tell how I beat it? Uber carry, maybe? You never want to spawn things, period, just lose? You're right. Is it recording and you can answer us? You can see the future? What lot of numbers in Romania in 3 days? I have to know where it is, you know? I don't know where Romania is at, my dumbass, so... You can barely see the chat, I think. What do you mean I can... I can only see the future of chat. I can predict all of your guys' words. That's how long I've been streaming with you. I just know everything you will say and when. Ooh, another rare ticket. I really want a buster. That's why I keep using my rare tickets on this. And I am, in fact, saving my cat food. NP. If you know what was... Shut up. You ever, like, drink a caffeinated drink and then after a while it, like, feels like you got, like, something in your stomach? Would you do this if you had Sirius? Yeah. Because I don't give a shit about Sirius. I want the others. Yeah, I gotta make this stream interesting. Gotta continue, you know? Gotta actually have the arguments. Okay, chat. How much of a dumbass do you guys think I am? You got Bahamut talents today? Nice. How much of a dumbass do you guys think I am? Very? Would you use Emma if you got her? Probably. I'd probably use all of them if I got them. Which Behemoth Stone am I missing the most of? Or I guess no, I should look at the Ultra forms. Bigler. I need purple. Okay. How do I get on... Oh, I'm gonna have to wait for the next Infernal Tower to get Vigglers. God damn it. Whatever. I did not realize I needed that for that. Well, I'm close to the purple thing that I need for him, but I'm not... What other Ultra forms can I get? I could get Thundia. I need more red and green. I could get Jizo. I would need more green. And then those are the only ones I would want. I haven't seen Hunter Map 2 for a while. Yeah. Yeah, Emma's the Hell Warden. Chat, this is a bad idea. Don't do this. That wasn't worth it. This is the only Uber I get, by the way. What did you spend your 11-year-old discount on? Probably Superfest. You kind of always forget about it when you always see 4. I know. Hey, you know, that's not bad. I like that. If I can get Sniper the Deadeye, that would be sick. NP, 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 NP. Not NP. I want a plus level. NP. There we go. Okay. So I am slightly a dumbass. Fuck these super felines. For this time I actually saved my 11 roll? Yeah, I didn't. It was probably a mistake, but it's whatever. You know, I think my biggest problem with Buster Fest is that it doesn't guarantee that you get one of the busters. Like, it's kind of like Superfest, but but sucks even more ass because I want the busters, right? But most of the, why are there so many dynamites? Why is Marauder? I mean, I guess he's a metal buster or whatever, but like, Keiji's a wave buster floating, but like, why? Why? Why can't it just be the actual busters themselves? It's so annoying. But like, you're not likely at all to actually get them even from that. Busters are never likely. You're never likely to get a buster. Because that would be too easy. They're not even that good. Like, if they were the same as like Super and Epic Fest, then I'd understand. Or it's not Super and Epic. Uber and Epic Fest, then I'd understand. But they're not. They're not even close to the same strength or whatever as them. So why is it harder to get them? Because it's still only 7% Uber chance in that. It's not even the... What is Superfest? 9? Or Superfest is 10. But I think Uberfest is 9. Don't mind me, chat. I'm not doing anything. Pepe is the sole reason I got slime early. That doesn't make her better than Dazzly. Don't get me wrong, they're good. They're not Epic Fest good. I usually save 11 draws for Dark Eyes, so until I get like 5k plus cat food, or if I have an Uber I really want to guarantee. Here's the thing, I want to wait for Fate collab. I'm just a dumbass. And there's going to be a guarantee on real soon. But I just wanted a buster, you know? I don't even use Sirius. Sirius is a generalist though. The other busters are genuine specialists that you would want to use against their shit. Sirius would only be used much on like Colossal. Did I do this? Yawning. I'm done with Tower, by the way. I don't want to go up to 40. It won't bring me to Infernal Tower, so there's not really any point. Other than more rare tickets. We could see Trek for you since you did 11 draw. You can go ahead if you want. I don't have any more rolls to do though, so sure. I didn't ask, but go on ahead. I don't care. I don't know how to see track, so don't ask me that. Honestly, if I had Dark Is, this would be great, but I don't. Doesn't Courier make Pepe kind of pointless? No. Like somebody said, Pepe again is like really good for like slime. So like against Professor A. Like it's mainly Professor A that Pepe would be better for. But Pepe also just like has range as well as genuine survivability. but quarter by no means makes her obsolete. Hey, Nosuke, thank you. I was concerned that Nosuke wouldn't fail me. I'm going insane. I don't know why, but I'm already going insane. I think it's the song. Getting Abyssal version of the stage soon? Sweet. Good timing for me. Fuck all y'all. There's a website and you have to do 11 roll to, yeah, whatever. Cool beans. Ah, shit. Come on, guy. Oh, good God. Why is Shadowboxer K still alive? Hello? How are you not dead? Why did you hit that? Why did you hit that? Why I wanna hit the right thing? There we go. Brother. Come on, guy. Okay. Thanks, Inosuke, for, fucking me. God damn it. And then Kai misses again. Let's go. You should do babies first? Who the fuck is babies? What? What are we on? I didn't manage to finish the Tyrant Infernal. Damn. How is this bitch not dead? How many knockbacks does this Empress have? Akagori is a threat. The fucking Battlecast stage? The one called Babies? I don't know what you're talking about. Specify. Not everybody knows stages off the top of their fucking mind. 10 knockbacks? Sweet. So I'm getting there. Okay, well that doesn't count as a knockback, Inosuke. Did you combine Urarun and Doron's name and say Doruron? This is your job? You act like I get paid buku's amounts of money for this. And plus, I'm a casual person. I don't play this game professionally. I don't play it 24/7, nor do I do the stage called apparently fucking Babies multiple times. I've beaten the game once. I have one file fully cut up. I don't memorize the stages or anything. You mean Dorami? You're the one criticizing me when you can't even call the bitch by name? Dorami? And I already did that. Why are you saying you should do that first? I'm pretty sure I did that. I think. Did I not? There's a lot of things in this game that could be considered baby. So the fact that you thought I would know what you mean just by calling them baby is crazy. Yeah, I already did baby. Or whatever you want to call it. WKI? I know, right? All 3 stages? Why? Why? Like, you want me... Like, why? What's the point? Why would you want that? Why, like... You think this is just gonna be something I can do? You think this is just something I can casually just fucking do? No. Do Neo? Why are you so insistent on me doing this? And what do you mean you should do blank first? Why does it matter what order I do it in? How much longer until Kyoshi talents? I'm not gonna prioritize it, so I don't know. I want to see someone try. Okay. Yeah, fucking pass. Because they want a tutorial. My god. I do love Komuso though, so I kind of want to get the true form. As for bakery, I can not give a shit. Special and Uber? This could be fun. Baja Blast time? I'm trying it. I have the NP for it, I guess. Ba, 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 ba. If you think I'm not Uber carrying the hell out of this, you are poorly mistaken. The fact that you had the talents and didn't use them off rip, and I got to witness you getting him to 40 and ping Baja is wild to me. What? What? You? I'm having a fucking stroke from you from having. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't waste my NP on things I don't need. Yeah, I'm sorry. Bahamut isn't actually as good as you think he is. I'm sorry. I don't have to use him 24/7. I'm sorry, I don't like using Bahamut, so I simply waited until I was going to use him to level him up and stuff. I'm sorry, I don't play this game off stream. I'm sorry. You know, like, what do you want from me? It's the fact that you caught it? What? That doesn't even make sense. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I'm watching somebody level up Bahamut. Crazy work. None of those guys are gonna be good. What the hell do I even do here? I don't even know. Who do I use for that last? If only I had this guy's true form, because he'd actually be good here. Gang me on, sure. Money's not going to be a concern here at all. I'm absolutely using a rich cat, by the way. Because I'm not here that often on Twitch, I barely got here. Cool. Oh my god, I want somebody to love Bahamut. Oh my god, such a big deal. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm here for it. Oh my god. Wow, we will. Guys, don't hate on Mateo. I'm just making fun of them because I make fun of people. I I make fun of people a little too much. It's okay. You don't gotta make fun of them too. Ow, my Kai. Ow, my Barog. Hello, Barog. Hey, Barog. Hey, Bar. Fuck off, Barog. Hey, buddy, can you die? Holy shit, can you stop getting savage blows? God damn. Jesus Christ, bro. Not having meat shields against this shit. With all due and lack thereof respect, fuck you. Fuck you too, buddy. So, I need meat shields. It would seem that I need meat shields. That would seem to be the case. Fuck Balrog. See a geeky. I wonder if it's possible to like rush this stage down. Okay, well that wasn't so bad. Okay, that was good. That was really good. Doesn't one of the little Mohawk get wave immune? That's why I was saying that it would be a nice true form to get. And there we go, it's dead. Sweet. So it can be rushed. Yeah, it's okay. Alright, next stage. I don't even know what's in the next stage. Let's just test it out. Oh no, traitless. I did not mean to spawn Vigler, but don't matter. Okay, that's long enough. Oh, right, Midnight D. Oh. I hate Midnight D so much. Ever made Dormy? I want you to get the instant death. Dormy's not even that bad. Just get an epic festuber. Or just get D'Artagnan. Just get Shadow Gao. Just get, you know, somebody. That's so easy, right? I wonder if Baja Blast would be any good on this stage. We'll see. What's a good way to get Green Bay Stone? Hunter's Map. First stage in Neo, first round, cool. Cool beans. I mistimed my slime, god damn it. So this is gonna be very interesting. Ah, shit, my fuck. I hate Death Surge. Annoying ass bitch. Don't worry, the worst has yet to come. I just need to be able to kill the fucking Cappy, I guess. That's my goal right now. Kill the Cappy. Oh, dear lord. I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat this stage right now. I'm gonna be so real with you. I don't think I'll be able to. I don't know when I'll be able to, but I don't think now is the time. Because this is a problem. This is a solid problem and a half. Can Dormy be countered with Shadow Gal? Probably. Try it. Getting to the part of the stream where I'm just like tired. That's no good. What if this is just my lineup? 5 fucking Ubers. You hate Dabu? That's fair. I'm pretty sure you can like 3 to 4 cat solo the stage. Yeah, well, I'll tell you this much. My Catalyte's not a high enough level for that. And I completely forgot that I needed to meet shield my Bahamut there. I made Ken miss. I'm W-Mans. God damn it. Damn it. Just use your Ultra Bazzy Phoenix. Yeah. Yeah, you're so right. Yeah. You're so right. You're so right, chat. You're so right. You had no idea. You're so right. I was tempted to drop my Manic Eraser for another Uber, since Catalyte's all I really need. The way I'm doing it with Jizo Bar and a Demon Slayer Uber is just working a little. Cool. I'm yawning. Oh god. You just play the Little Awakening stages? Nah. I don't gotta. Ganglion. W Mans. No, he missed. Fuck. Hello, Mr. Turtles. Ganglion? 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 Let's try this. This is a good idea. Nope. I wonder why that didn't work. Ganglion is actually really good here. He gangled all over that puff. Well, don't go saying that yet. He hasn't won yet. Ah, shit. Don't worry, Kai got this. Kai totally won't just get warped over. Ganglion. Son of a bitch. Go on, Kai. You got that. Come on, Kai. I know you got that. I know you do. Holy shit, she actually got a hit in. I wonder how good Adam and Kachi would be here. How is the puff not dead? Genuine question. How is my Kai alive? How is my Kai alive? She just keeps getting warped. It's keeping her out. Oh my god, she got protected again. How many fucking these guys are there gonna be, bro? How many penguins? How many penguins do you need? How many penguins? Oh my god, that slime. I just can't time my slimes right. It's impossible. It is physically impossible to time slime right. Don't worry, I just need another gangle. I just need another gangle. Okay, there's my gangle. This is bad. Oh, it's good. Gaming? Hey, we're gaming. Okay, W Ganglion. Carried. See ya and good luck. Thank you, Mateo. He gangled all over the place. He's gangly. He's gangling in the walls. It's getting late for me. Well, good thing I was playing on any stream after this stage anyways. So you did get Baja Blast? Yeah, just now. Like earlier, like 10 minutes ago. I did it for Temptation Symphony, the restriction stage. What, Allie? Why do you still talk to me? I'm a horrible friend. I never reach out. How's it going? I have no clue, to be honest. I just don't reach out to people, and that's completely on me. But like, that's only because I can absolutely live without people. It's good in you. I don't like that you're elongating your messages. It makes it feel like you're talking drunk or something. And knowing you, that's absolutely something that could be going on right now. Fuck you then. Hey now? Am I wrong? Okay, I might be wrong now. You might be better now. I'm just messing. It's crazy that you joined just now, though, because I was about to end stream. I was just about to end stream. I drink very rarely. Do you have any idea how still bad that is? You're younger than me, and I'm 3 years away from legally drinking. Loki had my phone charging. That's fine. I don't expect you to join my streams. Honestly, I hardly expect anything. And nothing. They're just choosing to be vulnerable around you. That's how I see it. Who? Allie? Drinking at younger ages is common outside the US. I mean, I know that. Especially since the US is, you know, so strict that you can gamble your life away before 3 years before you can drink. It's kind of crazy. Low-key, it's insane. Yeah, chat, this is Allie. We became friends from Lethal Company. She went through a lot. Talked my ears off multiple times. And yeah, that's about it. I just talk like that a lot. It's just my form of speech. What, elongated words? Yeah. Casinos in general should be illegal, IMO? Well, in the US, it's not. I can legally go to a casino and gamble all my savings away, but I'm not going to. I never want to even go inside of a casino, I'm gonna be so honest. That's not my cup of tea. Your boyfriend says hello? Hello. I don't even know the guy, but hello. Unless I have met him. Have you made me meet him? I don't think so. What am I doing? Not yet? What do you mean not yet? We hardly even talk anymore. I don't think it's warranted for me to ever meet him. No offense. Listen, here's the thing, right? I'm terrible at keeping friends. Mainly because it's just one of those things where I couldn't care less. I know, trust me. You didn't respond. I didn't respond last time you texted. Wait, I don't... Well, you say texted. It's on Steam messages. I don't keep up with my Steam messages very well. I don't even remember seeing it. But yes, I am terrible at keeping friends, and it's going to stay that way. Hold up, now I'm checking this. How do I even see recent messages? I don't even know how to see I don't even know how to see my message history. Seems weird. My friends don't care about me as much. Here's the thing with me, right? In terms of online friends specifically, it's very rare that I actually want to go the extra mile to keep up with that friendship. Because, like, in terms of online friendships, right, you have to be able to reach out. you have to be able to be the one to reach out. You have to, you know, be able to keep that bond even without knowing each other personally. It's just a pain in the ass that I'm not normally willing to go through. If somebody, like, I'm not going to, like, completely disregard somebody, right? Like, if you talk to me, I'll probably talk back. If I don't feel like playing, I'll tell you that. But, like, I'm just terrible. I'm terrible. I admit that. I'm terrible. Okay, bit. Well, you don't let me have any of your socials, so how am I supposed to text on anything else? That's fair. But, like, here's the thing, right? With me, I don't like having a lot of friends. Like, the thing with me is that I don't like having a lot of friends and having, like, I don't just go around giving my phone number to people, especially people that I haven't met personally. Like, it's nothing personal. I'm just fully the kind of guy to be like, I have 2 friends and that's more than enough. It's nothing personal. I'll be mean. That doesn't mean it's personal. Exactly, and I'm sorry. I am sorry that you choose to want to stick to me. Like, I feel bad for people that actually want to be my friend that I don't necessarily reciprocate the same feeling. I do feel bad for it. I'm an asshole. We know? I know. I know you know. I'm just making it clear that I don't know. I'm just clarifying. I'm terrible with friends. Maybe this is why I'm single, but I'm terrible with friends. Especially online ones. Like, if I knew you personally, it'd be different, I think. I would love to be your friend, but you made it clear. Who the fuck are you? What do you mean you'd love to be my friend? Like, here's the thing, right? Like, in terms of chatters, nah. Like, here's the thing. How do I word this? In terms of my chatters, I talk to them as if they are my friend, but I consider my friend something different than most people would, right? Because I think a lot of people would consider... Hold up, I'm done playing, so I'll just do this. I think a lot of people would consider their friends to be, oh, you know, people they have fun around, you know, they talk to regularly, stuff like that. That's not what I consider a friend. Somebody I consider to be a friend is somebody that I would go out of my way to put myself around them, or like to talk to them. So like, and like it would be reciprocated. I would be their friend if they went out of their way to talk to me as well. So I have very few friends by that definition. So I'm not a friend, but that's only my definition. That would mean that I only have like 3 friends, really. But by the general consensus of a friend is just, you know, somebody you have a mutual bond with that you would, you know, talk to, hang out with, whatever, or something. I don't really know what a friend is to most people. But by that definition, you would still be a friend because we're close enough that I wouldn't hate to hang out or anything. But, you know, you're not somebody I'm going to be like, oh, I'm going to reach out to them, you know? I just don't think about it. I don't like leaving my house. I never said I go out of my way to see them. I meant talk to them. I'll text my best friends, really. It's really just my best friends, Connor and Kamari. Those are really the only 2. Just beat tower? Nice. I can tell. Listen, friends are exhausting to me. Friends are exhausting to me. I went on a family vacation this weekend, and you know what happened? The day after, I stayed home from hanging out with my family, specifically because I was tired. I get exhausted being around people and talking to people. It's a miracle I have enough energy for 2-hour streams most days, most times that I stream. Talking to people is exhausting. It's easier whenever you don't actually have to see them in their eye, and you don't have to see their eyes, you know, glaring at you, but it's there. And whenever you're not hearing their voices, because that can be overwhelming. Listen, I'm overly honest. I might be a little too honest, but it's okay. But yeah. So I'm gonna title this VOD "I'm a Terrible Friend." Have a good rest of your day. All right, bye bye. Good title. Bye bye. Have a good one. um, Maybe I should be a better friend. Should I be a better person? But just a better person in general, not just a better friend. Thoughts? Damn, it's 11:20. I really have been live for 2 hours. Honestly, it didn't feel like that long. Yes. Nah. Like, I have one person I talk to sometimes. Like, I just have my inner circle really tight, you know? I have my inner circle really tight. Don't take this out of context. Where it's basically just me in the middle, my family and friends, or my best friends directly around. And then out of that circle is everybody else, where I'm willing to talk to them, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to talk to them. I'm back ending stream soon. You're a fun guy, but a little mean. When you say a little mean, do you mean my honesty is mean? Would you rather me hide the truth? Would you rather me not tell people how I genuinely am? Like, would you rather me be like, oh yeah, you know, I meant to talk to you, but I just never got around to it, you know? Like, would you rather me be fake? Like, in terms of, like, leading people on as your friend, like, it's not worth it. Because, like, if you don't want to be good friends with somebody, but they want to be good friends with you, and you are just nice to them, then, like, it's kind of like leading somebody on in a relationship where you don't share the same feelings, so eventually it'll be a problem, but you're just procrastinating. You're just delaying that problem. You're delaying the inevitable. Real honesty is harsh, and it's usually supposed to be like that. No, that's not what you're talking about. So how am I mean? Because if you're saying I'm mean by the words I say, just know I don't mean anything I say. In terms of, like, insults and stuff, I don't actually mean anything. Listen, me and Allie go a pretty long ways back. So, like, we joke with each other. She didn't take anything I said personally. Like, sometimes, you know, that there's something about the way that people can interact with each other that other people can see on the outside would see as insulting and, like, rude. But, like, for the people in the group, like, it's not that. You can't judge how somebody treats somebody else just off of watching. You have to ask the person that they're doing that to if they genuinely dislike it. Like, I saw a TikTok where a guy dressed up, like, in, like, the stereotypical, like, sombrero and, like, Mexican poncho and stuff. And, like, white people were like, nah, that's offensive. You shouldn't be wearing that. And then the actual Mexican people were like, yeah, wear it. It looks great. And so it's like, if it doesn't affect you, if it doesn't have anything to do with you, why have an opinion? You know? That's how I see it. And honestly, I'm fine with being mean. Like, I've gone through so much of my life trying to be a people pleaser, and it's exhausting. It's not worth it being a people pleaser. It's not my fault if somebody clings on to me. If somebody cares enough about me to, you know, think of me as mean, then that's on them. Because I'm only mean to the people it affects. Or at least that's how I see it. If you're in my chat, you know, you're basically asking for me to make fun of you. Alright. I think chat slowed down enough for me to end stream. I was hoping to hear what Fire thought I was actually mean about. Because like I genuinely want to know. Because like it's one of those criticisms where I can actually work on myself if it's a genuine problem. Because sometimes people do stuff they don't realize they're doing. And so that's why, you know, genuine honesty is important and things like that. Damn, y'all are quiet now. Alright, I'm ending stream. If you did enjoy, please do come back for more. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.